So this one's hard to talk about. It's embarrassing. We're not supposed to struggle with success. But I've known this for most of my life. But I deal with it every now and then, and I dealt with it today. And that's why it's on the forefront of my thought right now. But today I was finishing a contract away from getting a very nice large sale with minimal effort at the early stages of a real estate career. Success. And, people write about it, that often right when you're on the cusp of success, something will happen. You'll get sick, or just something manifests to throw you off guard, but in such a way that you don't realize that it's yourself, that it's your own self-sabotage. Often it's imposter syndrome. I don't deserve this, or I shouldn't be this. I'm not as good as this. I don't deserve it. So what do? Well, in grad school, we did a lot of studying about psychoanalysis, a lot of criticisms of psychoanalysis. And so we learned about psychoanalysis in a nutshell, and it's 3 steps. And this is what you do when you struggle with success. This is what I had to do this morning. The first is you notice the problem. You notice that for some reason I'm not motivated to do the work. That contract is just eluding me. Like, what the hell? It's a piece of paper with some words on it. They have to sign it. They have to review it. I have a broker to review it. Lots of people there to catch the mistakes if I make any. It's also really simple. I'm not going to make mistakes. And yet I couldn't do it. I struggled because I was just too close. And then I realized I'm struggling with success. So the first thing to do is notice your anxiety. The second thing to do is sit with it. What a lot of people do, myself included, is you start to eat, or you start to drink, or you do both, or you go engage in some risky behavior. You go gamble, something. Well, now you not only have the one problem, but you have multiple problems. So when you struggle, notice it and then sit with it. Think about it, reflect on it, contemplate it. Wonder where it came from. Have you noticed this before? Is this a pattern in your life? That'll help. Then the third thing to do is how you overcome it. You do not admonish yourself for giving into this. Do not make fun of yourself. Do not feel bad for yourself. This is human. You're human. You have foibles. You are not perfect. So how do you overcome it? You put it in perspective. You recognize that it is a problem and that it is something serious. It's just not as serious as other struggles that you have successfully overcome. That's all you got to do. Think of it as the power of 10, that old video where you're constantly zooming out by power of 10, power of 10, power of 10. And by the time you're 6 powers away, the planet is a small little dot in the infinity of space. It's amazing how small and insignificant our problems are, not only in relation to the universe, but in relation to past problems that you have had and that you have previously dealt with and successfully overcome. And once you put it in perspective, then you're like, you know what? I can sit down and finish that contract. And you know what? Now that I say it, I'm even more embarrassed to talk about it, because how stupid is that? It's my job. It's what I've been trained to do. It's what I've grown up doing. And yet, a contract that will be checked multiple times. In any case, I got it done. And now I'm going to reap rewards for it in about 30 days when everything closes. And there's no problem. No one even recognizes that I was filled with self-doubt or fear. In fact, throughout the whole process, the buyers kept coming to me. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? When they're just as terrified as I am. I just don't let them know it. It also helps that we're communicating over the phone and over text. So, when you're dealing with struggles, when you're dealing with mental issues, just acknowledge it, sit with it, and then put it in perspective. And, you move on to the next challenge, and you're a better, stronger person for it. All right. I love you. Y'all take care.